the Greenock Cut walk. Let's see if I can turn around so you can see where we're going. Better. The signal maintains. We're fairly close to the town really, although we're up in the countryside here. It's a bit cold. It's about 5 or 6 degrees, I think, maybe 7. We're walking the Greenock Cut walk above Greenock and Gourock. I think it's down there. It's a fabulous little walk. I haven't done this before. I think it's a walk for a day like this. If it was a miserable day, might not be so good, but most places are like that on miserable days. So if you've just arrived, which nobody has yet, I'm Terry on Terry's Travels, doing a live stream from Scotland along an aqueduct. This is part of the aqueduct called the Greenock Cut, which was created in the 1800s, early to mid 1800s. There's a loch called Loch Tom. There's another loch called Kelly Loch, I think it's called. And there's another one which is for topping up reservoirs, compensation reservoir I think it's called. And a couple of these aqueducts to help carry the water. At one time it was really important for industry down there because there was shipbuilding going on, there was mills dealing with wool, flax and so on, and whisky making as well. So all these things needed a lot of water. There was also electricity supplied by the first hydroelectric power station in the region way back. I think a lot of that stuff is gone now. But some time ago, I don't know, 10 or 20 years ago, this was created as a public amenity, a walkway going from Greenock all the way over to Weems Bay. And if you watch one of my earlier videos 2 or 3 weeks ago, I did a very short one, about 2 minutes, worth a look, where we looked at the other end of this walk. We actually walked up the bit that we'll be going down today. But the nice thing about the video, I think, was the station, because Weems Bay railway station is a wonder, a Victorian wonder. Great. And at one time it was really popular when people couldn't afford to go abroad. It's a nice little bridge. There's lots of these wee bridges going over. Always nice to look at, all of these things. Yeah, lovely. So where was I? Oh yeah, way back maybe 60 years ago, 70 years ago, people couldn't really afford to go abroad. So there was no Benidorm or the Vendée or trips to Madeira. People used to go down the water, down the Clyde. You could go by steamer or you could go by train. And going by train, you arrived at Weems Bay if you wanted to go over to the island of Bute, which is beautiful. And if you haven't been up this neck of the woods in Scotland, that's one of the places to go and see, along with Arran and Cumbria and so many other places. Yeah, but because so many people came down during the Glasgow Fair, which was a Glasgow fortnight holiday, People used to arrive by train at Weems Bay, and it had to be huge to accommodate the numbers. I imagine it must have been like a Heathrow is these days for people going abroad on holidays, coming off the train by their hundreds and getting onto the ferry, which is right next to the station. On the video you can see the walk down through the station, covered over. Nice walk down, very broad, so that gives an indication of how many people must have been making use of it at times. So we're stopping there today. That's where the walk ends. I don't know if we have time for a coffee when we get down there, but wow, look at that. Nice. I recognise that weed. That's Elodea, Canadian pondweed. I don't know what kind of grass it is. Like this one. Here we go. Nope, it's not talking.